What's going on, guys? So this is going to be a quick live stream because I've got things to do and people to see. So we're going to move this right along. I am going to do a quick intro song, give anyone out there the ability to jump in while they see us go live. Tonight's is technically tonight. Tonight's topic is going to be how to debate intelligently with extremists and what's the other word I'm looking for? Extremists. I think that's a good enough word. So that's what we're going to talk about today because, frankly speaking, I've seen a lot of just fucking bitterness back and forth right now, especially. And I'm not going to touch upon the topics that, that I really can't, right? I have to unfortunately talk around the subject. So that's what we're going to do. But I think anybody out there in my audience is definitely intelligent enough to know what the fuck I'm talking about. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play a quick intro song, probably about, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes max. And then we're going to go from there tonight. We're going to be talking about how to debate intelligently with extremists and those types. All right, so enjoy this quick intro music, and I'll be back, guys. We're going to really cover some good ground tonight. Again, it's going to be quick because I got to run, but we'll see you in a minute. All right. Here we are. We're freaking live, guys, and we're going to talk about some good topics before I got to run. So tonight's topic that we're talking about here is going to be how to intelligently debate with a extremist. Now, there are definitely some extremists out there, and we have to know how to deal with these individuals because they're unhinged, they're unhealthy, and they're extremely triggered, and they're extremely dangerous. So I'm going to cut right to the chase. How do you intelligently debate with these people? You don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why do you want to debate with these people? You think you're going to change their mind? You think you're going to fucking make them come over and see like that they're living an extremely unhealthy life? You think that they're going to come over and realize that they're weak, useless individuals that are a burden on everybody else? You think they're going to see that and say, I've changed my ways. Thank you for letting me know all of this. And now I'm gonna, like live a healthy life and not fry myself on drugs and like be 300 pounds. They're not gonna do that. And no matter how many times you explain rationally to them, like what's going on and like, what the deal is, they're not going to listen to you. Okay. So why do you want to waste your energy with them? You shouldn't. It's just going to drive you nutty. It's going to drive you mad. Unfortunately, the state of our nation right now is that there's a lot of weakness. There's a lot of, it's very fucking sad. There's just a lot of weakness. And a lot of people don't want to take personal responsibility for their own security and their own safety or their own health, frankly speaking. I mean, America, for, I don't know, the past 50 plus years, has been on a decline as far as the national health goes, right? I mean, just look at it. Just look at the fucking shit out there. The fucking fat, pathetic, weak individuals out there will make your stomach turn. Okay. And then to boot, they want to make everybody else weak. They want to make everybody else pathetic. They want to disarm everybody. They don't want anyone to be able to stand up for themselves, whether that's with their words or their actions. And you're not going to change these people's minds. Now, the only thing that could change these people, I don't think there is anything that could change them. So let them be. And I'm sure this wasn't what you tuned in for. Like you saw it and you're like, oh, like how to debate intelligently. That sounds cool. Maybe he'll give me like some mental mind trick secrets. And I will. Don't worry. I definitely will. But the first kind of line of defense that we have against these people is stay the fuck away from them. Now, if they come encroaching upon you, you've got a couple of choices. The main, most satisfying choice you can't use against them, right? Because everybody's got a cell phone. All it's going to take is all it's going to look like basically is some like 300-pound like he thing coming over to chop and you chop him in the face. You can't do that. It's going to look really bad. So don't do it, guys. You have to just distance yourself physically and emotionally from these people at all costs. Now, there are times when these people are going to push their liberal, I shouldn't have said that word. They're going to push their nonsense, their weak nonsense on you. Okay. And then sometimes you have to defend yourself, in which case, this is where the mental tricks come in. All right. To debating with these people. The first thing that we have to realize is if they can get you emotionally riled up or emotionally involved in the situation, they've won. They've already won. So it's extremely important whenever you're in an argument or in a debate with anybody that you remain extremely emotionally detached from the situation. All right. If they come up to you and start talking all about taking away the GUNZ and all of this nonsense and bringing up the KIDS and all of that stuff, then you have to just shut off. All right. Shut your emotions down for a minute and just be cold and clinical with them. Listen to what they have to say if you can't escape. All right. If you have to, for a minute, you can kind of entertain them because here's the whole thing about manipulating somebody. You have to jump on board their train. Now, a wise man told me a long time ago, how do you stop a moving train? How do you stop a moving train? Well, you could derail the train, but pretty difficult, right? You could try to put something in front of it, but the train will run over it almost no matter what you put in front of it. Even a tank, you would probably like hit it, right? And keep going. So, what's the best and most effective way to stop a moving train? Well, you got to climb on board it. You got to crawl up to where the conductor is. You got to choke them out, put them down, and hit the brakes and slowly stop that moving train. That's how you stop an individual mentally, right? That's how you shut them down. Okay. So you don't shut somebody down psychologically by standing and opposing them. If you've got one of these weak individuals yapping your ear off about this and that, right? And their fucking stupid opinion about uneducated shit, for you to stand there and I think this and this and this. No, I think this and this and this. I think this and this. That's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's not going to cause anything except emotional turmoil and frankly, bad vibes. Fuck that. Let them talk. blah, 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 blah. Oh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then you can find something to attach to, whether that's something they've said, you can agree with something, you want to climb on board what they're saying and go along with it until you can find a way to shut it down intelligently. And that's the whole kit and caboodle right there, guys. I mean, there's not too much to it, right? Find a way to climb on board what they're saying, make them think that you're almost on their side, but not really, and then shut it down from there. Okay? Even if even if you have to agree with them on a few other subjects, random other subjects, get them talking about something completely different. All right. So, for example, blah, 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 the KIDZ and the GUNZ, blah, 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 blah. We need to DISARM the whole world, right? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and you could say, "Oh, I understand that's how you feel. That's a crazy topic, but what's really got me riled up is this global warming stuff, or something like that, right? Shift their mind away from whatever's like triggering them, right? They're going a mile a minute right here. Maybe you can trigger them to something else, right? Such as global warming. Well, yeah, yeah, that's crazy, but you know what's going to kill us even faster is this damn global warming, even though I don't give a fuck about that, right? You know what's going to kill us even faster is damn global warming. Shift their mindset a little bit, right? Then you can slowly shift it over from that to this to something else. And what you're doing is you're slowing their mindset down. You're slowing their vibration down, right? You're calming them down. Essentially, you're disarming them and temporarily defusing them. So that's another thing that can work for you. Now, why would we ever want to talk to somebody like this to begin with? Well, sometimes we're forced to talk with people like this. Sometimes they're at our dinner table. Sometimes they're relatives that come over and barge in on it, whatever, right? Like sometimes there's just people that we have to deal with, unfortunately, that we can't shut them down and escape, right? Like, well, we have to shut them down, but we can't escape from them and ignore them completely. But what we can do is find ultimate ways to shift them and slow them down and shut them off so that we don't fucking have to hear it. Because again, we're not going to be able to change their mind. All right. It's just not going to happen. I don't care what you do. Like you could even take them to the range and they're still, it's going to take a it's a long, they're brainwashed. Okay. So it's going to take a long process for them to like slowly get unbrainwashed. And I don't know about you, but I'm not a fucking psychologist. That's not my job. I don't care about them. They can fuck off and eat themselves to death. I don't care. Freaking fry their brain on acid and mushrooms. I don't care what they do. As long as they don't bother me, right? Hey, I guess that's kind of what makes us as a group of people kind of different, right? Because we don't really care what they do, but they care gravely about everything that we do, right? And they want to encroach on us. And that's kind of the root of all human suffering is when one group wants to impose their morals and values and dogmas on another group. That's the essence of all human suffering, or most at least, and most conflict, right? When one group wants to say, I want to do things my way and you have to listen to my way, and the other group says, no, not really. And they fucking force it on the other group. That's what causes most wars. That's what causes most conflicts. That's what causes most bad vibes, right? One fucking party trying to fucking force their bullshit on another party. Our party doesn't typically do that. It just doesn't typically want to force things on other people. But, these twisted freaks over here want to force all their weird shit on us. I'm not concerned, guys. If push comes to shove, I think we all know where the thing is. But we really need to start thinking about this is that we don't want to get emotionally involved with these people because there's no helping them. They're sick, they're demented, they're twisted individuals, and they're unhealthy. So we leave them alone, we let them be. But if they start coming around us, we need some psychological tactics that will work to start shutting them down, shifting their mind, or ultimately manipulating them for a better cause. Because these people are so manipulated as it is, they're so brainwashed that obviously they're weak minded. Obviously, they're not intelligent. So that's really what we need to do. What's up, Apocalypse? That's why I'm against both gun control. Oh, I can't say those words, man. And making the other thing illegal. Bro, um, yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm pretty much a libertarian at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever you want, just as long as it doesn't affect me, don't bother me. That's why I live where I live, because the state where I live, it's a very libertarian place, and that's the views that we have here. It's crazy how, in America, it's almost like right now, at least, going to a different state, you might as well be in a fucking different nation. But ultimately, I think that's maybe where we're headed. But that's not what we're talking about. Thank you, Apocalypse. It really is important though to have these tactics in mind, because it's a fucking brave new world out there, guys, and these people are just insane. Okay, and they want to hurt us. All right, they don't like us. They don't want us alive. They don't want us around. Okay, that might be a little extreme, but it is kind of extreme. And their views are very, very extreme. So we need to be able to have ways to defend ourselves against them psychologically. All right. Because as warriors, we spend a lot of time thinking about cha 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 cha, but generally that's never appropriate. What's up, DJ? And by the way, guys, I'm going to have to run in about 5 mics. So if you missed some of this live stream, I do recommend that you go back and check it out when it deploys, like on the channel, because I've given you guys some really good tactics that we can utilize against these extremists that are meaning us harm and meaning our nation harm. So and I have to like really watch what I say, and you guys know what I'm saying. So to sum it up, okay, these people over here are sick, demented, twisted people. They have sick, demented, twisted views on most things, and they're intent on making us jive with those views that we don't want anything to do with. All right. So we need to defend ourselves against it. We need to defend ourselves psychologically with our words, you know, against it. Because it's bad energy what they're bringing around. We don't want any part of it. All right. And, just look at the thing that just happened and look who did it. You know what I'm saying? Like sick, demented, twisted fucking people. They're just bad people. And so when they come at us with their beliefs and trying to shove it down our throat, we have to defend ourselves psychologically speaking and push it away. We don't want anything to do with it. If we can stay away from them, just stay away. There's no winning with them. There is no winning. Okay, like any way you slice it, you will not win with them because they're irrational. It's like fighting a crazy man. My dad told me a long time ago, don't fight a crazy man. There's really no winning. And even if you put him down, that crazy man, he'll come back, right? So like you don't fight a crazy guy, and these people over there are crazy. So if you can at all avoid it, fucking stay away from them. Get away from them. But if they come around, if you're forced to deal with them, okay, the tips and tricks and tactics that we kind of outline there are how you need to deal with it. Jump on board their train, shift their mindset slowly over, or jump on board their train and shut the train down. And that's the most important thing, guys, is if you have to, you got to be able to defuse somebody and shift their mindset away from whatever they're worked up about, shift it away. He did tell the truth, man. He knows a thing or two about that shit, bro. He did tell the truth. So Terminator says, I know because I'm a crazy man. But yeah, no, it's super important, guys. So that's it. I mean, I know we just started to get guys trickling in here. I never fucking announce these things anymore because I'm like just going random here. But I recommend that you go back and rewatch this because it's only, I don't know, like 20 minutes long. Guys, we have over at our website, Defend You self-defense techniques just deployed. Really good. I think 30-minute long, quick video. Download it, check it out. We've got the counter knife secrets available. Fucking amazing. Holy shit. One of my best training program I've ever done. Check it out. And then we've got a wide variety of survival products. Guys, shop with us, support us. You know where the money's going. It's going to freaking help the channel. Until next time, please remember that you are your first and last line of defense, guys. Stay sharp out there. All right. Cheers.